EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Here's Joshua Carty ready to get this one started. And off we go from SoFi. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. First and 10. He'll throw to begin with Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now a shot downfield for Samuel. Start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A 1st down throw for Purdy. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved.
And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. First carry here for Kyron Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Purdy. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 1st and 10 for Purdy. A toss left side, caught by his running back. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Garenda. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
With the score, Rams 14, 49ers nothing.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Oh, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Rams have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. It's another run here for Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
11-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings us 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Purdy gonna give this to Garenda. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back to the air again is Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Purdy gonna put it up again. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Makes the score Rams 14, 49ers 7. Mitch Wisniewski to kick off for San Francisco.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Here's Purdy again. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a 1st down.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw again with Purdy. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On 4th down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This one from 54 yards out. Moody's kick is good. And the Niners are back within 4 at 14-10. So we have reached halftime, and it's a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest. And that was a big-time throw right there.
That is caught! And he will score! Touchdown, LA! 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The extra point from Party is good. And the Rams are out to a 21-10 lead. Here's Party now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's a slant to Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. On 1st and 10, Purdy. Samuel there to make the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Again in the air for Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. And he will get into the end zone. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Purdy has the offense ready as they will go for 2. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
They send him right out of the slot.
The wide receiver for ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of yard. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Tight end going in motion here. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, here's Williams. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's 4th down. Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We'll be back up now to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll give it to Garendo. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of action. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has his man, it's Samuel. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Throwing again is Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Purdy going to put it up again. Samuel has it working the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Back to the air is Purdy. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air again is Purdy. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That is caught downfield by Cup. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll run here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll drop to throw. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
They send the tight end in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. 1st down, L.A.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
On the ground, Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs, and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here's Williams. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
What a game this has been. It hangs in the balance until the very end, yet somehow they get a touchdown here late, Mike, and it looks like they're going to be able to pull this one out in the final seconds of the game.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This fielded at about the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This is 1st and 10. One last shot now for Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Rams. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious.